Whew, all right, so let's take a look at this. This is all interesting. There's some, what I'm getting from this is there's some feminine intuition, emotions in play here, femininity, again, second chakra stuff. And second chakra stuff would be, this color. This is a carnelian, and it's good for, the second has to do with, again, our feminine intuition, our psychic abilities, the birthing, process is very much that of the second chakra, or at least the carrying the baby. Let's just put it that way. And very interestingly enough, your first card is the same as the Empress. In this particular deck, they call it the Earth Mother. It's the number 3 of the major arcana cards. And your environment is, Sagittarius, that either you guys are getting ready to birth a new venture, set a new venture in place, and or some of you may actually be having babies or getting ready to. You're like in your last trimester. It could be your own baby. It could be a grandchild. You could be becoming an aunt or uncle. So any of those could take place. All right. Yeah, I'm feeling like, I'm feeling like I'm hearing the word strides and tides. So for a lot of you, you've had to make big strides and changes in your work and go with the tide of change. And I'm feeling like a lot of you have done very well with this. I know Saturn has been in your first house, and I just feel like you guys have maintained a balance, maintained your own inner power, and done well, actually in relationships too. Some of you have had a lot of ground to cover. That could have meant studying. You've been preparing, projecting out how you want to see your life and how you want to see your work, your family, your home, your relationships. And I feel like towards the middle of May, there's the feeling of newness, of the birth of something new, whether, like I said, it's in business or it's a new child here on planet Earth. Wow, lots been going on with some of you. I'm seeing actually a chalkboard, and this chalkboard has a lot of symbols on it. It means it's like it's old, ancient, like what you'd see in the Egyptian pyramids or the Mayan, but just those symbols. A lot of sacred geometry. If any of you guys are into that, is showing up on this, like quantum physics. I'm just saying. So if any of you all are studying quantum physics, or you're into that, or it's something new that you're working on that quantum physics has inspired you, that could be as well. Interesting. A lot of motion going on in the middle of the month for a lot of you. So that's an interesting environment card. Your second card is your challenge. And this is the Ace of Swords. They call it the Ace of Athames in this particular deck. It's the same as the sword cards. Traditionally, this would mean victory, success around your ideas. This would mean implementing and seeing accomplishment around ideas. See how this field mouse is looking up towards the sword. It's almost like he's trying to reach out and touch it, because there's so much victory surrounding this particular idea. So, okay, so what does this mean for you in your obstacle position? Because it is in the position of a challenge for you guys, this particular second part of the month. Well, it could be you're just not quite ready for that implementation. You're getting there, though, and a lot of you can feel it. You're feeling it from the environment. I think actually, for some of you, there's somebody standing in your way. And I don't mean a physical way, but if you're trying to get a loan, or you're trying to get a document signed that you need signed to move forward, I feel like that maybe Mercury held you back a little bit and there's just an overlap or residual from that. I feel like actually, though, for some of you, there's a 4-leaf clover in this delay. The 4-leaf clover meaning there's some good luck in this. And usually, I keep going back to Mercury, but that's what Mercury usually represents, is reviewing anything people coming back into your life. But I'm seeing like good luck in this delay. So although you may feel like it is a hindrance, I'm not really feeling like it really is. It's going to be beneficial to you in the long run. Whenever you're trying to proceed forward, move forward with, and I feel like for some of you, this is a little bit of a secret too. You're not sharing it with everybody. Then there's good reason for that. I think you're getting ready to feel delighted by your newfound success or creative project. It could be, if it has to do with the birth of a baby, then coming up, then you're this baby could be late in coming. It could be that they're a week or two late. So that could be as well. It's not really an obstacle. It's just, the part of life that, it sometimes takes longer than 9 months. But I do see success around whatever your obstacle is. There is good fortune because of this. And when I look at this third card of the unexpected, I feel really good about this because this is the 10 of Cups. And the cups represent our emotions and our feelings. And the 10 is emotional abundance. It's the last number of the cup cards or any of the suit cards, whether it's swords, cups, wands, or the fourth one, pentacles. But this is the 10 of Cups, and this is feeling good about your home, feeling good about your family. The unexpected may be that I feel like there's going to be a surprise for you. For those of you who have kids that are graduating or that you are graduating, I feel like there's going to be a big party thrown for you. And this could mean, graduating college. It could be a course that or classes that you've been taking for quite some time. I just feel like there's good memories, good feelings around this. And when I say memories, I mean that, friends are invited, families invited, and maybe you all sit and talk around the table or around the barbecue pit if you all like to do an outside barbecue and talk about the good old days and, the fun we used to have. Again, I keep going back to school and graduation. So for some of you, it's going to be being able to relax and having enjoyment time, playing time with your family. I call it playcation. And it may come as a surprise to you that, I'm just going to gather my resources financially. I'm going to take my family on a trip, and it may be a 2 or 3, 4 day trip to the ocean or to the mountains or to a lake, and just really hang out and enjoy myself. Let's see what the crystal has to say on this. Yeah, some of you will actually be hiking. You may want to be outdoors near wooded areas. Some of you actually may be, walking along, finding rocks or interesting little gadgets. Some of you using the, what is it called, the meter thing that detects old coins that are buried in the dirt. Some of you may be doing that, and you find something interesting that has been around for a long time, and it's fun for you. It's just sort of a very playful feeling that you're excited about the emotional what emotionally rises that makes you feel so good. Let's just say that. Yeah, what you find buried deep in the sand, and that's metaphorically and physically as well. It's like an inspiration to you. All right, so let's take a look at the last card, and the last card is the High Priestess. That's the outcome card. This is another major arcana card, so you have two. And she is a person who uses her psychic ability. She's very intuitive. She's the mother of invention because she pays attention to her inner awareness. She knows the tides and the cycles of the moon because, as you can see, there's a full moon. And she knows when to make things happen and when to proceed forward. So I feel like by the end of the month, the work you've put in is going to be out, like you're going to have it in an outline form, or at least feel like you do. And you're going to also recognize any type of hidden agendas that anybody else has, and you can overcome that. So if someone's saying, oh, no, I don't think you should be spending money on this to, whatever it is to improve your business, I think that's too much money. I kind of think you're going to go with your own self. I think you're going to go with your own intuition, and you're going to kind of do your own thing, Sagittarius, whether this is a spouse or someone who you feel like is holding you back. Because I do feel like you know that whatever your ideas are going to empower you and send you on a fast pace. I'm seeing like a fast track. The fast track. And usually life makes us go along at sometimes a certain speed so that we don't overstep ourselves. But I feel like here towards the end of May, you guys are in the faster lane, and you're moving forward to different horizons for a lot of you. And that could mean different job. It could mean building a house, moving into a different residence, studying something totally different that heightens your intuitive ability and empowers you, your psychic senses, whether you're clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient. Or you just know. Sometimes some of you might also, this may be way out there for some of you, but you may be into a type of mediumship or reading auras, just saying. And, if this could be your Sagittarius moon or rising sign. So if this doesn't make sense as a Sagittarius and your sun, it might be your moon or rising that's coming up for you. So especially pay attention if your moon or rising is a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, for either one of those. Okay, because I feel like whatever this heightened sensitivity is, that it's going to inspire you, propel you, move you forward in ways that you never thought possible. All right, let's select a couple of clarification cards. The Seven of Wands comes up, and the Seven of Wands is standing up for yourself. I said that earlier, that some of you are going to veto other people's suggestions and do it your way. See how she's very adamant about having these 7 wands on the wall the way she wants them, and she has her hand on her hips like, nope. And there's a fire, so it feels like it's, her passion. They're wands. They're about passion. They do represent the fire signs. Oops. And then one fell on the floor. And this is the 9 of Wands. Wow, very interesting. So you have felt a little bit protective around what you're doing, your work. And I said that earlier, that some of you are feeling like the need to be secretive or not display or relay all of your plans to everybody all at once. I do feel that. I feel like you're getting guidance not to do so. You have everything you need as far as what you are planning to do, and your home is secure. Sometimes this card can mean protect your home, protect your dwelling, make sure that your door is locked, and that. But I feel like you're Yeah, you are in a little bit of a protective mode. So you're standing up for yourself and the work that you're doing, because there's new light that's come out. This is sort of the your under consciousness, your subconsciousness, let's just say that, the underplay of what's going on, what you're feeling, what you're thinking. Okay, so let's add up the numbers here. Different readings, Sagittarius, I have to say. We have 3, this is 1, so 3, 4, 14, 15, 16, do that backwards, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1 and 6 is 7. And 7 again is about being analytical. It's seeing the truth, the underlying mysteries of life. And I think that's, what this High Priestess, the outcome card, is going to empower you to do. All right. So we have 16 in the major arcana cards, and the 16, drum roll, is it's interesting. It's the Tower card. So some of you may feel like the walls are coming down from your protective instincts. The card that came up earlier, this 9 of Wands. This is about casting off, the Tower card is about casting off emotional or physical burdens that restrict you from having accomplishment. And so you may need to do that with this card. Release oppression and be yourself, Sagittarius.